Hi everyone on Instagram, and if you're also watching on YouTube, hello. I wanted to do a review on this little printer because on YouTube I have not found any videos in English regarding this and the specifications and how fantastically brilliant this printer is. It is been designed for crafters if you like card making, or you're a scrapbooker, or you just want pictures like a certain size. This will be brilliant for you because it does it in so many different sizes. It's untrue, and also because it's a Zink technology, it means no ink is required. That means if you want a certain colour or a certain text, you can have it whatever colour you like. There is no need of running out inks and then thinking, oh, I can't print, because you can. It is brilliant. You're probably thinking straight away, this looks very familiar, and you would probably be right. It was a Zink Happy model printer that I believe first came out in 2012, and they were still selling them up until 2017. Brother only took over this design of printer, I think, in they released it in November 2018 as their marketing strategy. So originally it was a Zink Happy printer. They've just put their logo on it and also changed their firmware to it. And what I mean by that is that, as you can see here, that's a Brother cartridge, and that is the 9mm roll. Next to it is the Zink Happy roll. Now I thought, because I saw it being advertised on YouTube and all that, I thought, oh great, they must be able to use the Zink Happy ones. Now let me tell you people straight away, you cannot use the Zink Happy tapes on this machine. It will only take the Brother chipped cartridges. But however, I did end up thinking, when I first got this machine and bought one of these cartridges before buying all of these ones, because I thought, oh, because these were cheaper on the internet, probably because either Zink isn't making them anymore, or they're out of business. I don't know why all of a sudden Brothers took it over. But anyway, I tried to plug it into the machine, that one. No, it was that one, because I got two of these because these were quite cheap on the internet, and tried to put it in the machine and it wouldn't load. It wasn't registering the cartridge, and I had a spare one of these cartridges because it comes with, I believe, the 9mm, or it's a 25mm. I think I bought one of these as well at the same time as buying that one, and thought, well, oh right, well, maybe I could do a bit of a hack and put the paper that's in this one into this one. Now, let me tell you people, that doesn't work, because as soon as you open the cartridge, the Wavel unwinds like no tomorrow and you cannot get it back in the machine. But because I broke one of these cartridges already, the chip came off its casing, and then I was able to very easily put the chip from that cartridge, because that's a new one, onto that cartridge. And now I can use that cartridge in my brother printer, because it thinks that cartridge is a brother cartridge. Now here are all the sizes and the widths. That's the 9mm. You've got the 12mm. Sorry if you can hear my cat in the background, he's a bit of a noisy bugger. 19mm, 25mm, and the 50mm. Now, like I said, the Zink, the brother printer was designed, this printer particularly was designed for crafters, and I saw this advertised on YouTube through a brother ad, and I thought, wow, that's great, because I have also got a HP sprocket, and I already do print pictures out on that, but the papers aren't very big, and you just left that one square. Unlike with these, you can have it at any length you want, which is great for if you're making a card, or if you're making a scrapbook. It's great because, like I said, you can print any colour whatsoever. You don't have to worry about ink. It's brilliant. I can't show you the printing process right this minute in time, because with the printer you need an app. Now the app is brilliant just on its own. It's called the Brother Colour Label app. It's free to download on Android and Apple, and it's completely free, this app, and they even give you free downloads to print your labels with and stuff like that, and there's some already designs on the app as well. But the app is brilliant because it gives you the creativity to make whatever you want. When you power the and when you get the app, you can play with the app even before you've played with the printer. So if you've ordered your printer and you're waiting for it to be delivered, you can still have a play with the app, find out if you like it or not, and design away and stuff like that. And then if it isn't for you, then you can just delete the app, and then you can just cancel the order. You know what I mean? But like I said, I bought it because of I've recently started to try make my own cards again. I thought this would be great for if you want to make banners, or you like with the 50mm, I use that to cover the whole card, and then I would then use one of the 12 for another type of banner. So you can do so much with it. It is untrue. When you power up the printer, there's two lights that you get here. There's the internet button. Once you've connected it to the internet, it will flash white. It'll be just a solid white, sorry. And if it flashes blue, it means that you haven't connected to the internet. That one is to tell you if the paper is in or out. If it's fully loaded, then that'll be a solid white colour as well. You have to also press that button for about 2 seconds to release the cartridge. You should never ever try and yank the cartridge out if you want to change the cartridge in any single way. and then you've got this slider here. This is where the magic happens. Say that you print something out, it will print and it will kiss cut the to the image, so then you can easily peel it off. Kiss cutting is where it doesn't cut completely through the paper, it just scores it, so then you can then straight away then peel it off and put it onto your project, whatever you want to do. But as soon as you swipe across, and you can, I believe you can swipe across any way, you can either go that way or you can go that way, it will then properly cut it and it will fall out. But when you turn it on, and it'll ask you to connect it up to the app, which you do very, very quickly and very, very easily. And then you then put the cartridge in there. It registers the cartridge. The light starts flashing, and then when it's all ready, it goes solid white. And then you're then happy then to just design, create. It's great for if you're also like making labels and you want to make labels for like tins, or you make your own jams, or you just want something to put on any type of surface. Now I've got to say straight away that this stickiness is incredible. The adhesive, once it's on whatever you've stuck it on, you're not getting it off. It's literally stuck on there. You would have to probably use some like rubbing alcohol or anything like that to get it off. And also, let me just point out that these tapes are water soluble. So if they get wet, so if you want to label stuff in the bathroom or in the kitchen, they're not going to fade, they're not going to tear, they're going to stay exactly the way they are. Now each tape is also quite expensive, but you do get, I believe you get quite a lot of tape for each cartridge. I think you get, correct me if I'm wrong, you get about 50 meters of tape. That is a hell of a lot. So you're not going to run out of any of the tapes. Now the ones that are the most popular and have been on a lot of craft shows and craft TV programs and stuff like that is the 50mm, because they're the most biggest and pretty much the similar size to the sprocket papers, but as you can, like I said, the roll just continues and continues and continues, so you can make loads of really big pictures. Now the one I've been using quite a lot has been the 50mm, and I think the other one that I've used quite a lot obviously has been the 9mm. The others I haven't quite used, like as you can see with that one, I've not even opened because obviously I can't use it in this machine. But if one of these ones out of paper, I may try and put one of the chips on that one and see if it works. Now as you can see, this is what you would get if you buy it. It'll come in this packaging, but will look like this, not like this, because this is a Zink one. This is a Zink Happy model, and this is the brother model. But it'll look the same. You'll get it in this package. You'll get a little adhesive tape to protect the paper, so it doesn't discolour or it doesn't get dirt on it. Obviously, as you can see, all of these ones are open. Because I've obviously used them, you know what I mean, because I also want to see what the lengths were, and because with these are great because you could also layer them up. So you could decide to print out a 12 as a main border, and then you may want to put an image or a picture on the 9-inch and layer it up, and you could layer it all the way up to 50 meters. So you could create some really fantastic artwork and stuff like that. It is a fantastic printer. I will just try and turn it on now. I've actually to show you what it would look like powered up. When it powers up, you see that light going across, and then you will see these lights flash continuously. It does take a bit to properly power up. I will admit it probably takes probably about 2-3 minutes. As you can see, the internet one is flashing blue. Once that's connected to the internet, oh, I do apologise, it just goes solid blue. It doesn't go white. I thought it goes white. It doesn't. It goes blue. But now that is connected to the internet. That means you can use your phone, you can use your iPad, you can use your Android device to print whatever you want. You can connect it up to a computer as well, but there is a code that you need to put in to allow you to work it with the computer. But if you're using an iPad or an iPhone or an Android, it doesn't require a code. But now, as you can see, that has gone. Will you get away, Dodger? Sorry, that's my cat Dodger making a racket. And now you can see the tape's ready. It is ready now to print whatever. But I will probably post some pictures of what I printed with this machine on my Instagram. And I will try even on YouTube to even post me printing some of the things out and showing you what you can make with this. But for crafters, it is a bloody brilliant buy. Trust me, it's not cheap. It's probably £150 in English money, but it is well worth the investment because it will go for years and years and years and years and years, unless Brother goes bust with it or decides not to make it anymore. But I seriously doubt that they're going to do that. But thank you for watching, and have a good day or night wherever you are. Bye.